Hi, I'm Erik Mansur from Nanigans, and this is the Playbook. The point of the Playbook is to make your life as an online marketer a little bit easier. And we've alluded to that in previous episodes, in our cost of testing episode, or in our scaling episode. In this week's episode of the Playbook, we're going to talk about minimizing complexity in your online marketing campaigns. Complexity, that's a funny word. When I hear the word complex, I think of the champions of online marketing, online education lead gen marketers. Why? Because sometimes their campaigns are often the most complex. See, it's not about sign up to take my degree 2 years or 4 years. There's actually far more complexity than that within an online education lead gen campaign. For example, those courses themselves actually fall into different majors: nursing, finance, computer-aided design, criminal justice. And some of those majors may actually be worth more to an online education marketer than others. Here's an example. A nursing major will probably take that degree through all the way to the end, which means they're going to continue to work at that school for quite a long period of time. Whereas a finance lead that's been driven, they may discover in the middle of their coursework that, finance really isn't for them. So then they drop out. As a result, nursing leads are actually worth more to these marketers than some of the other courses. Here's another layer of complexity. Creative itself needs to be contextual, it needs to be focused, and the verbiage itself is sometimes regulated by law. You can't actually say certain things to potential signups in certain states here in America or certain provinces in Canada. You have to be much more focused on how you're going to say this sales pitch to somebody within an ad. And here's another piece of complexity. The success itself isn't always instantaneous. That click may lead to a lead sometimes 1, 2, 3 days later. So you want to be able to keep track of the marketing that you're doing on a Tuesday if it's driving leads on a Thursday. Well, here's how Nanigans solves for some of these problems. See, within our software, we have strategy groups, and strategy groups allows an online education lead gen marketer to be able to apply different value to different majors within their campaign. So they can basically take all of their nursing campaigns and put them into one strategy group, computer-aided design into another, criminal justice into another. And they can say within that strategy group setup that my nursing campaigns are worth more to thee. Now, the CAD and the criminal justice still worth something, but the nursing leads are worth far more, as according to your strategy group settings. Now, with regard to the creative stuff, Nanigans offers tagging. Tagging is metadata that allows you to keep track of what creative has worked and the types of language that you can't use in certain states or locations. So you can basically apply a tag that says, no Massachusetts, and then you will never use that tag or that creative in Massachusetts because you know you are regulated by law that you cannot say that sentence in that state. Now, with regards to date ranges and attribution, Nanigans has a way to solve that as well. So let's say you've done some campaigns on a Monday and they are ultimately proving successful, but you want to see how successful they can be. You can look at that time of conversion data and see how those campaigns that you started on a Monday, how well they've converted down Thursday, maybe Friday. Now you're thinking to yourself, Friday, that might be too far away. I'm doing a lot of remarketing. I'm doing some display retargeting. So maybe Friday, if the person originally clicked on a Monday, that's not worth something to me. So within Nanigans, you can actually close that attribution window, let's say after 3 days, so you know the clicks that were driven on a Monday and the leads that may happen on a Thursday or Friday won't count because you only want to look at that 3-day window when somebody clicks and somebody eventually makes that decision to drive a lead. And finally, reporting. It actually encompasses all 3 of those different layers of complexity because within Nanigans' industry-leading reporting interface, it allows you to see all of those different majors and the strategy groups that are contained therein, compare the creative and how that's performing, and you can see those different date ranges for the clicks that you drove on a Monday and the success you may have driven on a Wednesday. At the Playbook, we're all about improving your workflow as an online marketer. Workflow, that's an interesting word too, because it actually includes the word work in it. There's effort involved in getting an online marketing campaign ultimately successful, so what you want to be is like one of your potential leads that you'll drive, one of those potential graduates of your program. You want to work smarter, not harder. That's the buzzer. Time's up. If you want a question answered on a future episode of The Playbook, send us an email, theplaybook@nanigans.com. I'm Erik Mansur. Thanks for watching.